Aloha! Welcome to 3 Levels of Enlightenment. This is program 4.1, New Ways to Travel. This is the first live program in a series sponsored by the United Galactic Federation of Planets. My name is Merlin, and I'll be your tour guide. My special guests tonight are Ivory, Sean, and Mary. Hi, Mary. No, don't do that. Ivory is the daughter of my cousin Kendra and her husband Bob, who live in Marana. Mary is Ivory's daughter. And Ivory, how old are we?
Mary.
Mary, how old are you?
4.
And Sean is Ivory's friend. Tonight's program involves a brand new way to travel. Major advances in technology often require an entirely new way of thinking. A gladiator driving a chariot 2,000 years ago would need a new way of thinking if he was to take a flight on a Boeing 747. A country doctor driving a horse and a buggy 200 years ago would need a new way of thinking if he was invited to ride on the space shuttle. And we will need a new way of thinking for what is going to be presented here tonight. Ivory, Sean, and Mary are going to help in a demonstration of an important part of this new way to travel. But first, we need to understand what we're made of. We're a lot more than just skin and bones. So what we're going to do is to fill a bottle with golf balls. And here's this bottle in front of us. And Mary and Sean and Ivory are going to take a bucket and fill the bottle with golf balls. Are you ready? You guys decide how to put them in there.
Pour them? Mary?
Put them?
Yeah. Can you help get them in there?
Can you put them in there?
There they go. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Too many? Well, we need to move our back scratcher. We have a back scratcher in the bottle that'll help to move the golf balls around. Very good. So we now have a glass pickle bottle full of golf balls. And as you all can see, it's full all the way around, thanks to Mr. Vlasic and his big glass bottle. So do we all agree that the bottle is full?
Mary?
Is this bottle full?
Mary.
Well, maybe it's not. Let's see if we can put something else in this bottle. Our next job, there they are, is to put some marbles in the bottle. Can you guys put the marbles in? Mm-hmm. Okay, you guys figure out how to do it. Now remember, as you put them in, you have to shake the marbles around.
Marble?
Now, while they're doing that,
Mary, hold
I
on
want to
the side.
explain
Don't spill.
what this is all about.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Mary, I'm going to slide your chair a little bit more to your right. You guys are doing a great job of filling that bottle.
Okay. Is that good?
I don't think so.
Oh, more marbles.
More marbles. All the marbles we can get in there.
All right, all of them.
Are we full? All right, super. So we now have a big, Mary, don't make faces. We now have a great big pickle jar full of marbles and golf balls. But is it full?
Can I draw?
Is it full yet?
Yeah, yeah.
You think it's full?
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's not. Maybe there's still some room in there for some more stuff besides just the golf balls and the marbles.
Are you ready?
So here we go. We're now going to take a whole container
Can I?
of BBs.
Pour them right in here. No.
And pour them in the glass bottle.
Yes.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Wow.
Okay, let me move mine. Okay, go ahead.
You can do it.
Wow, look at that. There's still some more to go.
Yep, we can put more.
Can we get some more?
You can do it.
All right.
Some more?
Still more. Yeah, we're not done yet. Keep going. Wow, look at that. It is full. Is it full? So what we have now is the same glass jar, the same glass pickle jar, but it's been filled 3 times, right? And what does it have in it?
Marbles, golf balls, and BBs.
BBs, right. Very good. They did a great job. And this thing is really heavy. You would
You're
not believe-
heavy.
I mean, I'm heavy.
Mary, sit down.
And Mary has something missing from her mouth. Can we see what's missing, Mary? What do you? Oh my goodness! You've lost a tooth. What do you want for Christmas?
A doggy that walks and barks
No.
and rolls over.
No. What's the song?
I want.
All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth.
All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth. My 2 front teeth is my 2 front teeth. And Mary, if you want to really show them your teeth, you have to look at that guy right there. Because that's who's looking at you.
Oh, we can see it's missing.
There you go. Well, what I've written on this dry erase board behind us are the words golf balls, marbles, and BBs. And what they represent are atoms. Uh-oh, we're not writing very well. The golf balls represent atoms. They're big. Let me grab one out of here. And our body is just like this glass jar. It's composed of atoms, which are the golf balls. But there's more to us than just atoms. The marbles are astral
Can I?
material. I can't use the green. Mary, the green's no good. Let's try purple. Astral material. Now, if you guys ever go to a carnival or a fair,
I go
You
to
can
the
get-
carnival with my dad.
you did, you can get your picture taken with a Carillion camera.
I didn't.
And what it does is it shows a glow all around the outside of your body, and that's your aura. Aura is,
What is under that wall?
here's a picture of my aura. This was made on a computer. You can actually buy computer programs where you can get a picture taken of yourself, and you can see your aura. And the colors in the aura represent a lot of different things. I have lots of orange in my aura, and that shows that I'm very busy, which is correct. You guys can look at that.
That's pretty cool.
But the aura is not atoms.
Can I draw?
The aura, in just a second, the aura is astral material. That's the marbles. They're smaller than the golf balls, but they're bigger than the BBs. Then the last item inside of us is called etheric material. Etheric material. And those are represented by the BBs. And that's even smaller than the marbles or the golf balls. It's very fine stuff. Oops, I misspelled that. It's etheric. There we go. Material. Now these are the scientific terms for the golf balls, the marbles, and the BBs. But there's another word that some of you might know. Let's see, green's no good. Let's try red. And those are physical.
That's orange.
This is red. Physical body.
Can I draw now?
And 2 more
It's
seconds.
done, Mary.
Our golf balls, the golf balls that are our atoms, are part of our physical body. That's the outside of us. Our marbles, or astral material, is something called our spirit. And the last one, the BBs and the etheric material, is our soul. I can hear them.
I need
And
Good job, Mary.
And then lastly, another way to define ourselves, our 3 bodies, is to use a computer analogy. When we have our computers, we've got the keyboard, the mouse, the screen, all the hardware, R-D-W-A-R. That's all the stuff made out of atoms. Then we have something called software in our computer. That's the system that drives the computer. There's no atoms in software. And then lastly, we have the memory. R-Y. I'm doing a lousy job of writing. And those are the three parts of the computer, and also the three parts of our body. Our body can be compared to a computer with the hardware, the software, and the memory. Well, our point tonight is to talk about a new way to travel. And what I need to do is to let Mary do some drawing for us. I'll tell you what, Ivory, can you erase? Yeah. Oh, thanks. Ivory's going to clear off the board here, and Mary's going to go to work and make us some pictures. We have cultures in our world, societies of people that are able to astral travel. Now you may notice that I'm wearing a Hawaiian shirt, and Ivory, Sean, and Mary, thank you, also have Hawaiian shirts on. If you've been able to watch some of the other programs in this series, I explain how the Hawaiian shirt means that we're in a level 1 program, which is PG-13. I know Mary's a little young for PG-13, but nothing tonight is going to be of any concern. But not only are we wearing Hawaiian shirts because of this being a level 1 program, but the Hawaiians also were able to do something called astral travel. Before the missionaries arrived in Hawaii, any Hawaiian could leave his body or her body and travel throughout our world. They would lie down, they'd lie the physical body down, and then their astral body, their spirit body, would actually come out of that astral body and travel throughout our world. Now the physical body would stay behind, and everything would stop. No breathing, no heartbeat, no metabolism. It would just lay there. And the Hawaiian could be gone for hours, days, weeks, months, however long they wanted to be gone. And the body would just lie there. And the rest of the family would know, don't touch it. They'll be back. Well, the problem with leaving bodies lying around in the tropics before the missionaries, back before we had screens on the windows, is that bugs would get into the body. We have monster cockroaches in Hawaii, plus termites and other bugs. So while the Hawaiian was out of the body, the family would pack salt in all the orifices, in the mouth, the ears, the nose, and the salt would keep the bugs out. Then when the Hawaiian came back and needed to reanimate the body, they'd have to go pooey and spit out the salt. So we have an expression in Hawaii called Hawaiians spit salt, and it's still part of our culture in Hawaii. And it confirms the fact that Hawaiians could astral travel. How's she doing?
Pretty good.
Oh, good. Mm-hmm. Well, what'd she make? I missed the last one.
I don't know what it was.
Oh, Mary, you got to tell us what you're making.
And it was a twisty knot with a horn.
A twisty knot with a horn?
Twisty knot with a horn. Here you go.
Make something your great-grandma and great-grandpa would really like to see. Your great-grandpa Ken and your great-grandma Cindy. A spaceship. Wow.
No, it's a rock that
I need to go wide so we can see her artwork. So continuing about astral travel, my grandson in Hawaii is in a Hawaiian immersion program, which is all about Hawaiian culture. And one of his teachers had an uncle who can still astral travel. And he would tell the family, I'm going to go in the bedroom for the next couple months. Don't bother me. No bother me. What you got?
First I draw the rug with smiley face and eyes.
A rug with what?
A rock.
A rock.
That's
Did
a smiley face and eyes.
Oh, can you draw another snowman like you did earlier for us?
So.
Here it comes. Well, the uncle would go in the bedroom and lay down on the bed, and everything would stop. No breathing, no heartbeat, no eating, no bathroom, and he'd lay there for months. And the family knew just to leave him alone. But the good news is, in today's world, we have screens on the windows, so the uncle didn't have to have everything packed with salt. So no longer do the Hawaiians have to spit salt when they come back. Well, some of you may still be skeptical about this idea of an astral body or an etheric body. Well, we've had There's the snowman. Oh, that's pretty. Let's see if we can see him
It's
better
a
on this
different
one.
one.
Oh, a different one. But I see eyes and a mouth. Very pretty. Nice job.
Next time I do another one.
Yeah, make us some more stuff. We have 8.5 minutes. You can make all you want. Well, a movie came out a few years ago starring Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro, and Naomi Watts called 21 Grams. And in this movie, they discuss how when people die, they actually lose weight. And the weight is the equivalent of a stack of nickels or 21 grams. Our astral and our etheric bodies have weight. They are very real. And 21 grams represents the amount of weight that comes out of your body. So if you were to put a Hawaiian on a scale and measure when they astral travel, you would see they lose 21 grams in weight. The other part of our story has to do with science fiction. We've had movies and TV shows made over the years that are conditioning us to understand and believe in some of these concepts. And at the beginning of the show, you might have seen this up on the dry erase board. It says, "Beam me up, Scotty." Well, that comes from
Star Trek.
Star Trek, right. Gene Roddenberry, back in the 1960s, wrote the Star Trek series. And in that series, Captain Kirk and McCoy and Spock would get beamed up to the Enterprise, and they would essentially dematerialize wherever they were and then rematerialize inside the ship. And maybe that's not too far-fetched. It is science fiction, but we would all like to think that maybe the day will come when we could be dematerialized and rematerialized. Well, this new way to travel is very similar. What we're talking about is astral travel, just like the Hawaiians used to do and still do, and even the Indian medicine men could astral travel, except instead of leaving the body behind, the body is going to go with us. Now the advantage is, when you go into the astral world, there is no time. They don't have any clocks or any kind of time measurement, because time does not exist. And we know that there are limits in our world, and what's funny is a lot of these limits have fallen by the wayside as time has gone by. 500 years ago, everybody knew that if you went too far from shore, you'd fall off the edge. You'd fall off. If you sailed too far into the ocean, you'd fall off the edge of the earth. But then Columbus disproved that. Columbus and Magellan, when they proved the earth was round. So that limit went away. 70 years ago, we all knew that you couldn't go faster than the speed of sound because you might cause the atmosphere to explode. But in October of 1947, Chuck Yeager broke the sound barrier, and the atmosphere did not explode. And today we have F-16s from the National Guard base out at Tucson International Airport that fly out to the Goldwater practice range every day and then fly around at the speed of sound. Wow, what's that?
It's a people that has hair and one eye, and there's a monster that ate it.
Now you guys understood that, and I
Yeah.
what?
It's a monster that ate a little guy with one eye and a
Monster's
tie.
red.
Oh, a tie on. He's got a bow tie.
Yep.
That rhymed.
What kind of a monster is that?
A monster that came from space, and it's called a monster, and it eats everybody in the wide world.
He eats everybody?
Wow.
Every monster on the planet.
Okay.
Next, can I make another one for you?
Yeah, I'll make some more. We have 4 minutes and 23 seconds. Go to it. So, we know that we can go faster than the speed of sound, and it doesn't hurt anything. The atmosphere does not explode.
Right.
But in our world today, we're told we can't go faster than the speed of light. Well, maybe we can, but we just don't do it in the physical world. We do it in the astral world. And the only problem is we need to be able to take our bodies along with us. That may have been solved. The good news is we have been watched for many thousands of years. There's an entire group of folks beyond our world that love us dearly, and are going to take care of us. Now, we have lots of movies that make us want to think that the aliens are bad guys and that they're out to do us in. That's not the case.
You're welcome.
We have an entire universe. We have an entire galaxy of folks that are looking out for us. And the problem has been they couldn't contact us. Gene Roddenberry not only wrote about Beam Me Up Scotty, but he also wrote about the Cardinal Directive. And that says you cannot interfere with any intelligent species that is working towards maturity. In other words, you got to leave them alone. Don't interfere. The Cardinal Directive is do not interfere. Our species has been working towards maturity for thousands of years. Well, believe it or not,
Look at it.
October, what's that?
And a monster that has 3 eyes.
Oh my gosh, that's exciting. And this one's a green monster. Is this a monster from the sea or a monster from the land?
A monster from the sea.
Oh, okay.
It's a bee swimming.
I see. Well, Roddenberry says do not interfere. And they haven't. Now, we've been watched by UFOs like you would not believe. Last few hundred years, they're all over the place, but they will not make contact because that is a law of the universe. You do not interfere with a species that's working its way towards maturity. Except last October, our scientists confirmed that there is a planet 20 light years from here that is in what's called the habitable zone. Every sun will have an area a certain distance out that is habitable. What that means is that water can exist in liquid form without boiling or freezing. This image is of a group of suns and our planets. Now, this star at the beginning is our sun. And here are the planets in our solar system as they go out. And this blue zone is called the habitable zone. And our Earth is the third planet out, it's right there, and we are in that habitable zone. That means that water, thanks Ivory, the water on our planet can exist in liquid form, which is a requirement for life. If you get closer to our sun, the water will boil, and you get further out, it'll freeze. But every sun will have an area, a certain distance out, if it's bigger or smaller, where planets can exist and water can be liquid. They have found a planet where water can exist. At this point, we have now reached maturity. We know that others can exist in other parts of our galaxy, and now they can contact us. And our planet is in trouble. We have to literally evacuate, and that'll come up in one of our next programs.